To begin the final part of the 1988 Busch Series season, we head next to the Darlington Raceway for the Gatorade 200. 111 laps in this race. Tommy Ellis and Danny Marshall are on the front row as we begin the final stretch of the season. Ellis would lead early on, but on lap 19, Danny Marshall now leads with Sam Ard in second. After a round of green flag pit stops on lap 67, Sam Ard takes the lead from Marshall. Lap 95, the final round of green flag pit stops are underway. And in the closing laps, Sam Ard would hold off Harry Gant to get his second win of 1988 at Darlington. Sam Ard is your winner, Harry Gant second, Danny Marshall third, Jimmy Hensley fourth, Larry Pearson fifth, Bobby Hillin Jr. in sixth, Grant Adcock seventh, Billy Standridge in eighth, Tommy Ellis ninth, and Tommy Houston rounds out the top 10. Race 26 takes us to the new-look Richmond International Raceway for the Commonwealth 200. 39 cars will race, 39 have entered, and we will have 120 laps. Harry Gant is on the pole and Mike Alexander starts second as the Busch Series races at the brand new Richmond track for the first time. Harry Gant would lead the first third of the race, and the first caution came out on lap 49 when LD Ottinger went too fast on the pit road, and he hits the pit road wall. Please pretend there's water barrels there, collecting Richie Evans, the points leader. Rick Mast involved as well, a very bizarre caution at Richmond. Lap 60, we restart with Gant leading, Ellis second, Moroso third, Pearson fourth, and Ard in fifth. Lap 62, Jimmy Hensley has been having issues all day, and this won't help him in the points battle either. After another caution, we restart on lap 78, and then on lap 113, 8 laps to go, Larry Pearson breaks down and Jeff Bodine runs into him, bringing out a late caution. We do get a one-lap dash to the finish, but it's safe to say that Harry Gant will finish off what has been a dominating performance, and he wins at Richmond. Harry Gant's your winner, Rob Moroso second, Tommy Ellis third, Sam Ard fourth, Grant Adcock's fifth, Jimmy Spencer sixth, Bobby Hillin Jr. seventh, Mike Alexander eighth, Elton Sawyer ninth, and Tommy Houston in 10th. And look at this points lead. Jimmy Hensley now grabs the points lead with Evans in second and Alexander in third. Every move, position, and point counts from here on out. 5 races to go, we head next to the Dover Downs for the Grand National 200. 39 cars in this race, and there will be 150 laps. Michael Waltrip and Harry Gant are on the front row as the green flag waves at Dover. Harry Gant was able to pull away in turns 3 and 4, and he leads lap 1. Lap 4, Joe Thurman gets into Mark Martin and Kelly Moore, and it's time to ride the wall. More like ride the catch fence if you're Kelly Moore in the 4. After pit stop, Sam Ard ends up in the lead. Harry Gant is second on the restart on lap 9. Lap 12, Jack Ingram slips up the track into Dale Shaw and he goes spinning. Somehow no one else was involved. And then Sam Ard continues to lead at the restart on lap 17. That same lap, Tim Nooner gets turned by Jimmy Hensley into Billy Standridge, and it's time for another Dover half-pipe. Maybe I should call it that, the Dover half-pipe. This track is weird. This is going to hurt Jimmy Hensley too. He's the points leader. We try again on lap 21 with Sam Ard still leading. Ard and Davey Allison quickly battle for the lead, but Ard is able to power through and hold on. Lap 23, Richie Evans gets loose and almost takes Mike Alexander with him, and Larry Pollard spins as well, both into the wall. Lap 28, Sam Ard continues to lead with Bobby Labonte driving his brother's car in second. Lap 36, Larry Pollard is turned by Kenny Burks, and thanks to all the fluid left on the track from Pollard, Sam Ard slips up the track and he goes spinning. Bobby Labonte, Jack Ingram, Ken Schrader, L.D. Ottinger all involved as a massive pileup is created, and watch Jimmy Spencer maneuver his way through, the absolute mad lad. And thanks to all that, Jimmy Spencer is now out in front and he leads at the restart on lap 41. Perhaps he should be dubbed the nickname Mr. Excitement. Coming back around, L.D. Ottinger is now out in front. Lap 44, it's the Dover half-pipe. Dale Shaw sends Chuck Bound flying against the catch fence. My goodness! Chuck Bound barrel rolling down the banking. Good lord. Chuck Bound was evaluated at a hospital, but he would check out okay. Lap 49, we restart with L.D. Ottinger leading. By lap 75, Davey Allison is now out in front, Ronald Cooper is second, and Mike Alexander in third. Lap 84, Jimmy Hensley and Brad T get together, and we get major championship implications. Hensley does keep going, however. We restart on lap 89 with Davey Allison out in front. Lap 133, Dale Shaw goes spinning to bring out a late caution. And after an insane Dover race, Davey Allison will get his first ever Busch Series win at long last. Davey Allison in victory lane. This race had 10 cautions and 8 lead changes from 6 different drivers. Davey Allison your winner, Ronald Cooper second, Mike Alexander third, Jimmy Spencer in fourth, Morgan Shepherd 5th, L.D. Ottinger 6th, Tommy Houston 7th, Joe Thurman 8th, Patty Moyes 9th, and Dick McCabe rounds out the top 10. The points battle switches around again. This time, Mike Alexander takes the lead in the point standings. We head next to the infamous Bowman Gray Stadium for a showdown for the Advanced Auto 150. 40 cars have entered the event. There will be 2 heat races with 20 drivers in each of them. The top 10 will advance to the main event, and then we will have a qualifier last chance race, or I should say a last chance qualifier. The top 5 from that race will advance as well. So it will be a 25 car race in the main event. The heats and the LCQ will be 20 laps, and then the main event will have 50 laps. Alright, let's get started. For heat number 1, Rob Moroso will be on the pole and Patty Moyes starts second, and we're underway at Bowman Gray. Lap 4, Patty Moyes is slipping, and look at Sam Ard and Dale Jarrett making it 3 wide. That's an insane ideology for a track like Bowman Gray. The race went by fast, and Rob Moroso looked pretty fast as well. He will win heat number 1, trying to chase his first career Busch Series win. And that means he will also start on the pole for the main event. For heat number 2, Danny Marshall and Dick McCabe are on the front row. Let's see who advances to the main race. It's important to avoid that LCQ because there's a chance someone could walk home without points since the track can't fit 40 cars. Why do I say that? Take a look at Jimmy Hensley here on lap 11 as he loses control and he hits the wall. Now he's going to have to rely on the LCQ at this point. That does bring up the caution, and we resume racing with just 3 laps left of stage 2. and Denny Marshall would go on to win Heat 2 at Bowman Gray. After a quick qualifying session, Larry Pearson is on the pole with Ronald Cooper starting in second. Who's going to make the main event? Lap 7, Jimmy Hensley is fighting hard to stay in the championship hunt. He is trying to find speed in his car as he battles Jimmy Spencer for third. In a nail-biting final laps, Ronald Cooper wins the last chance qualifier race. Larry Pearson second, Jimmy Spencer, Jimmy Hensley, and Billy Standridge will all advance to the main race. The field of 25 is set. And here we go for the main race. 50 laps to decide the winner. "20 laps in, Moroso starts working his way into lap traffic, trying to hold off Adcox and Marshall. Lap 36, because of that, Grant Adcox has caught Rob Moroso, and he would take the lead one lap later. 11 to go. Rob Moroso has caught the inside of Adcox. Now he's looking to take the lead back, and he gets it with 10 to go. 7 to go. Tommy Houston challenges Adcox for second. Sam Art is in the mix as well. And in the end, at long last, Rob Moroso will get his first career Busch Series win at Bowman Gray Stadium. I said he was going to be fun to watch all year, and now this could be his massive breakthrough. Even if he doesn't win the championship this year, he could certainly be a threat to win it in 1989. Three races to go. We head back to Charlotte for the All-Pro 300. 42 cars will be in this race, and there will be 120 laps. Rob Moroso is on the pole, and Grant Adcox will start second as we go to racing at Charlotte. Lap 4, Harry Gant challenges Moroso for the lead, and he takes it. Lap 31, major championship implications as Jimmy Hensley gets ran into by Michael Waltrip on pit road. This is going to hurt him big time in the standings. You can say, that's a lot of damage. We restart on lap 37 with Grant Adcox leading and Rob Moroso in second. Lap 39, Rob Moroso battles Adcox trying to use the outside line, but Adcox is able to hang on. On a late restart on lap 102, Steve Grissom ends up being the leader late with Brad Teague in second. 2 laps ago, it is Grissom versus Teague for the win. And on the final lap, Brad Teague gets around Steve Grissom down the backstretch. And with that, as they head into turns 3 and 4, off of turn 4, checkered flag, Brad Teague will win at Charlotte. Brad Teague is your winner, Steve Grissom second, Ronald Cooper third, Joe Thurman fourth, Jeff Bodine 5th, Larry Pollard 6th, Richie Evans coming out alright in this in 7th, Jimmy Spencer 8th, Sam Art 9th, and Tommy Ellis rounds out the top 10 with Rob Moroso finishing in 11th. Two races ago, we are back in Rockingham, North Carolina for the AC Delco 200. 41 cars are in this race, 148 laps, and the points battle is tight. One moment could change everything. Harry Gant and Grant Adcox are on the front row to start off the second to final race of the 1988 Busch Series season. Harry Gant leads a good chunk of the race until lap 52 when Jeff Bodine takes the lead after Gant struggles through lap traffic. By lap 75, Harry Gant was able to take the lead back from Bodine. A caution involving Jimmy Hensley comes out, taking him out of the championship hunt for good. We restart on lap 88 with Gant leading and Moroso in second. Moroso has to get as many points as he can if he wants a shot at the championship. Richie Evans sits in 6th, and this gives him a wonderful opportunity to have a good points lead going into Martinsville. Within a few laps, with the mess that is lap traffic, Rob Moroso is shuffled tonight, and Richie Evans is now listed in 3rd. Jeff Bodine now leads. Lap 106, Grant Adcox now finds himself in the lead. And then on lap 124, as green flag pit stops cycle back around, Jeff Bodine takes the lead from Rob Moroso. Moroso would end up dropping to 5th, and on the final lap, Jeff Bodine keeps running in the lap traffic, and into turns 3 and 4, Harry Gant makes the move on Bodine, and he will steal the win at Rockingham with Grant Adcox taking 2nd. This race had 1 caution, 12 lead changes among 6 drivers. Harry Gant's your winner, Grant Adcox 2nd, Jeff Bodine 3rd, Richie Evans 4th, Rob Moroso 5th, Ed Barrier 6th, Sam Ard 7th, Dave Resendez in 8th, Patty Moyes 9th, and Bobby Hillin Jr. in 10th. And so it comes down to Richie Evans, Mike Alexander, and Rob Moroso, in which we really haven't talked much about him up until this last part. Which one of these 3 will be crowned the Busch Series champion? It's the final race of the 1988 Busch Series season here at the Martinsville Speedway, and one driver will go home a champion. It comes down to these 3, who are mathematically still eligible to win the Busch Series championship. 39 cars will race, and there will be just 150 laps to determine a champion. Rob Moroso is on the pole with Grant Adcox starting in 2nd as the green flag waves for the final race of the 1988 Busch Series season. In the opening laps, Moroso and Adcox battle side by side for the lead. Moroso is doing everything he can to keep that lead. Lap 12, Adcox finally breaks away with Moroso stuck on the outside. First caution comes out on lap 24 when Dale Jarrett turns the 34 Jimmy Spencer. We restart on lap 31 with Grant Adcox leading and Steve Grissom in 2nd. By lap 33, Steve Grissom is battling Adcox for the lead, and Adcox is able to hang on. Then on lap 36, Rob Moroso and Ronald Cooper work together to get by Adcox. Cooper takes the lead. Lap 43, Rob Moroso then gets around Ronald Cooper, and now he's out in front. Lap 62, Danny Marshall gets into Bobby Hillin Jr., turning him, and that will bring out a caution. And as they come to the line, Elton Sawyer ends up sending Jeff Bodine into the wall. Moroso continues to lead at the restart on lap 69, with Alexander and Hensley in front of him at the tail end of the lead lap. Moroso will have lap traffic to thank for now. He was also in quite the pickle, but he hangs on to the lead. Lap 85, Tommy Ellis takes the lead from Moroso. Richie Evans, meanwhile, is 30th and a lap down. Lap 91, we got some beef out there. Elton Sawyer ends up turning Jeff Bodine again. I'd have to imagine Bodine has had enough at this point. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a confrontation after the race. Tommy Ellis continues to lead at the restart on lap 97. Rob Moroso would end up shuffling back. Lap 117, Ronald Cooper spins off the curbs in turn 3 and 4. LD Ottinger might have gotten in the back of him. And Richie Evans smacks the wall as well. He keeps going. Lap 123, Tommy Ellis still hangs on the lead at the restart. And hold up, we have a massive pileup just shortly after. Oh my goodness. After a restart, Tommy Ellis pulls away in the closing laps. Tommy Ellis will close out 1988 with his 4th win of the season, and Rob Moroso would finish 2nd. This race had 7 cautions, 9 lead changes among 5 drivers. Tommy Ellis is your winner, Rob Moroso 2nd, Harry Gant 3rd, Larry Pearson 4th, Brad Adcox in 5th, Danny Marshall 6th, Bobby Hillin Jr. 7th, Tommy Houston 8th, Tommy Sigmund in 9th, and Jack Ingram rounds out the top 10. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. Just like the Cup Series last season, I will go through the top 10 and the standings, the final standings for the Busch Series season. I will go from 10th to 1st. Let's get started. Finishing 10th in points, he had 5 top 5s and 12 top 10s. Despite not scoring a win, he ran rather solid and consistent. And I'm sure we're going to see more of him in the coming years. With a total of 3,783 points, driver the number 34, Jimmy Spencer, Finishing 9th in points, this driver, a seasoned veteran, with just 2 wins, 8 top 5s, and 15 top 10s. This driver had a slow start, but he picked it up late in the season. With a total of 3,828 points, the driver of the number 00, Sam Ard. Finishing 8th, with no wins, 8 top 5s, and 18 top 10s. Again, this driver ran very solid and very consistent, also picking up 2 pole awards. He has a grand total of 3,924 points. The driver of the number 6, Tommy Houston. Finishing 7th in points. He had 1 win this season, 8 top 5s, 13 top 10s, and a pole. He also had a slow start to the season, but was able to pick it up over time. With a total of 3,930 points, the driver of the number 85 Marshall Motors Chevrolet, Grant Adcox. Finishing 6th in points. Even though this driver had 6 wins, 11 top 5s, and 15 top 10s with a pole award, unfortunately, this driver had a bad streak at the end of the season that took him from competing for the championship to being out of the hunt. Definitely a big disappointment, but still, I'm sure he's going to be back next season and stronger than ever. The driver of the number 63 Days in Car with a total of 3,932 points, Jimmy Hensley. Now we're into the top 5. Finishing 5th in points, this driver had 4 wins, 9 top 5s, 14 top 10s, and 3 pole awards with a grand total of 4,028 points. The driver of the number 99, Tommy Ellis. A very solid season for Ellis, and a congratulations on the 4 wins he got. Finishing 4th. This driver had a quiet season, coming off winning the championship last season and in a dominant form. He wasn't necessarily as dominant, but he was still rather solid. While not winning any races, he did have 13 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and 2 pole awards, and a grand total of 4,039 points. The driver of the number 21, Larry Pearson. 3rd in points. This driver had a strong season, but he was 54 points short of scoring the Busch Series Championship. 3 wins, 10 top 5s, 17 top 10s, and 4 pole awards with a grand total of 4,128 points. The driver of the number 84, Mike Alexander. Finishing 2nd in points. We really didn't talk much about this young driver. He was there, but he wasn't necessarily in the championship talks. Not until the very final few races of the season. He had 1 win, 8 top 5s, and 19 top 10s with 6 pole awards. He just came up short, 47 points out, with a grand total of 4,135 points. The driver of the number 25, Rob Moroso. Although I do think this driver is a rising young star, and I think we're going to hear more about him in 1989. Be on the lookout for Rob Moroso. And that leads us to our 1988 Busch Series champion. He wanted to give a full-time season a go to see what would happen, and it looks like it all paid off for this modified legend. 2 wins, 9 top 5s, 16 top 10s. He was consistent all year when he needed to be. He has 2 pole awards, and, ladies and gentlemen, with a grand total of 4,182 points and your 1988 NASCAR Busch Series champion for Sunday Night Lights, the driver of the number 61, Richie Evans. How about that? What a story. Richie Evans doesn't have any current plans for 1989. He's going to sort that out soon. But he is ever so thankful that he got to compete in the Busch Series this season and try something a little different late in his racing career. Congratulations to Richie Evans, and congratulations to all the drivers on a great 1988 season. And as a side note, Danny Marshall only ran 18 races, but in those 18 races, he looked like he was in championship form, picking up 5 wins, 11 top 5s, and 13 top 10s in what has been an incredible comeback for Danny Marshall. And with that, That completes the 1988 NASCAR Busch Series season. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this series, and thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, be sure to hit the like button and feel free to subscribe if you want. And with that, the next part of Sunday Night Lights you'll see is the 1988 IROC Series, and then you'll see the Winston Cup Stars in action very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sonicals831, and I hope you have a wonderful, happy new year, and I'll see you in the next video.